Today we talk about the four core emotions every day we encounter. The first thing, let's say, is more positive. We often talk about happiness. Happiness can be everything that we feel comfortable, we feel easy, we feel joyful. That's the happiness. Peace also one form of the happiness. So people can be happy in all kind of form. Some people nowadays, when they think the worldly possession is happiness, when they have a lot of money in their hand, a lot of money in their bank account, a lot of cash flow, it creates a sense of happiness. The people tend to feel at ease, no problem coming. But that condition, right? Happiness, yes. If you don't have money, you're going to be in trouble. If you believe in that, the facts. Denying wealth and not seeking anything, not working for it, be lazy, having no money, you're going to fall in trouble. That's another thing. But in spiritual practices, you can see happiness can come from your own practices. Meditation can bring you happiness, peace. When you practice, you're sitting there and then you concentrate your mind, you become everything calm down. And with time and time practices, consistently, not practice today and then another week, 2-3 days and 15 minutes. Acting like that won't bring much results. But if you are a meditation practitioner, long-term practitioner, you will experience the happiness come from the within. You will see you always at peace. Your mind will be happy. And then with practicing of the cultivation for wisdom, you even find more happiness in everything you do. Your mind won't be wrapped to the level of instinct. You know what you want. You enjoy what you have. That happiness. Right? So you can name a lot of happiness. In relationship, you see, if you are in a good spirits, you will feel the happiness. In a joyful trip, spiritual trip, you will feel the happiness to go in there. On a travel tour, same thing. You feel a lot of happiness, fun happiness, joyful. But remember one thing, happiness is very short-lived, very short-lived. It come and go quickly. And then we attach to the feeling of easy or joyful, something like that. And then we keep seeking, looking for it, and we do it. So that's creating suffer. But we are not talking about suffer. We're talking about the emotion here. Joyful happiness. It's just like the wind flow through the window. I go to the side and it's gone. Everything about joyful happy is very shortly. We do good things for other people, and then in response with kindness, and then we feel happy. Even those kind of happy, it is short-lived. If go out, somebody smile to us, and we smile back, and we feel happy, right? Somebody tell us that, oh, you are good looking, praising something, and we feel nice, we feel happy. And then that person go, and then things will finish. Happiness is very short. Comfortable, isn't it? In the summer hot, you see, you need to stay in the AC. But then, you still want to go out with summer. You enjoy the heat of the summer, right? The air outside. And then you go outside for a while, you feel so hot. And then you jump in the AC again. In the winter, the same thing. And then in the winter times, it's cold. And then you feel, oh, you want the heat. You want the heat of the summer. And then you turn on the heat in your house. And then if you turn the heat so long, and then too hot, you have to turn down. And then you turn until you the balance. So you see, comfortable, also very short life. You can't be at one position all the whole life. And then the attach. You attach to it, the feeling, the experience. You can see the happiness always shortly. But we know everything is impermanent. Everything in the circle itself. So that's why we have to cultivate. We have to do good things every day, every moment, you see. So we will encounter more and more happy. Happy gone and unhappy coming. And in the spiritual practice, you will achieve a state of balance. You are not burned because through the seeking process. You know the limit. You know the balance of it. So the happiness. But in the worldly people, happiness never be enough. Never. Just like sex. Sex never be enough. Until you get too old, you can't have. You still rave for it. And you will see suffer. See? And that turn different point. But you see, happiness. Happy people only want happy. Nobody wants suffer. Happy we encounter every day. We have to react. If you live in a good discipline, spiritual discipline, you will see that you will encounter happiness more times than you suffer. The happiness can be many things. The happiness can be from delicious meal. The happiness can become a nice coffee. The happiness from watering the tree. The happiness from cleaning. The happiness from washing clothes. The happiness from meeting people, talking, sharing information, discussing things. The happiness from looking on a movie, film, watching film. All kind of happiness can be. But that you see the happiness. The other things It can take root very deep. Anger, sadness, fear. Those three others, emotion, relatively is very negative emotion. People angry each other. People disgust other. Disgust behavior. Disgusting, right? Or hatred. And then sadness. Those things can take root very quickly. It can't blossom very fast. Anger can spread quickly. Hatred can spread quickly. Sadness, same. You see? With emotions, you have to be very careful, especially when it arises. Especially anger, when you're angry, because something. Why you get angry? We get angry because people offended, because they hurt our ego, because they do things that did not meet our expectation. And then we disgust things, we hate things, because they violate our belief. It violates our territory. It violates our demand. It violates ourselves. So it's hated. And even with disgusting. Disgusting is one of the worst things. When you disgust somebody, it go over hatred. You disgust somebody. Depending on which purpose, why you disgust that person. Some people you disgust, you don't even want to see them. Some people disgust somebody just because some little things. Because ego. But look, I told you before, anger is a negative emotion. But actually, it's not bad at all. It's the defense mechanism of the body. If you never get angry, there's something wrong in you. If you never fear, you are disabled. You can't feel sad. You're not human. A dog can feel very sad when its owner go away. The dog can be very sad when the owner died. You see? Animals also can be very sad. Feel sad. They feel anger. You see? They feel fear. But you see, in our life, when you feel angry with somebody, it arises naturally. It depends how much you want to live with it. When you allow it to go, to be you allow yourself to become a part of the anger. It will destroy you. So everything, anger, when it arises, something happens. The first thing you have to see is true. You have to acknowledge it. You are angry. You see inside, oh, I see the anger in myself. Because I have told you before, what is anger? Anger is one kind of emotion. Emotion is a non-existent form of any physical form. You can see only the expression on the face. But the expression doesn't mean that is something you can touch, right? Maybe change. The expression can be changed from happiness also. Expression. You see? So in our daily life, we encounter many things. We get angry. It's normal thing. Very normal. But don't let it destroy it. Don't let it take root, because the longer you take root in ourself, in yourself, it's difficult to remove it, and you will be suffer. So living every day, we encounter with anger. We see it, and when you see the anger, you have to acknowledge right away. Many people deny it. That you are angry. Say, no, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. You are. Your expression. You're acting. Right? Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes you ignore it. Because you don't want to show. You don't accept it. And then, actually, you are angry. And it will build up. And then you don't care. Because you're ignorant. You ignore it. And then you don't care. Actually, but it takes root deeper. And you go back and you see, you let it grow and grow in yourself. See? So anger is not bad, but we have to keep it in control. So how to control it? When you see it, when you're angry, you start to see right away. Look at yourself and say, oh, I see the anger in myself. I see it erased. There, really. And why? And now you look for the reason. Why you get angry? Why? What happened to you? And then it comes from the natural action of the mind or the physical mind. You will see right away, but spiritual practitioner, you will see, you can nobody, even you don't practice spirituality, you still can see it, you have to ignore it. You have to, oh, you angry. If you acknowledge it, and then it will dissolve. Or if even it not dissolve, it still slow down. And then you look into solving the problem solving. Because you see the anger and then you look for the problem. Why? Because they must be the problem to cause the anger. There's nothing suddenly you get angry. No. They the reason. And then I told you, because all of them, they are conditioned. So when you remove the condition, it will be satisfied and it's gone. And then every time you look angry, just look in it, take care of it. Take care of it. It's just like you take care of flower. Be careful. Seeing it through and through. Be a friend with your anger. And look at it and ask him, why I am angry? I feel the angry. I feel the anger. I am angry. But when you say I am angry, be careful. Because you say I am angry, it means you are merging yourself to the anger. Then when you feel angry, you see yourself, you say, no, I see you, baby. I see you. You are angry. You are jumping up and down inside me. Do not say I am angry. But you can say I feel the anger inside myself. Really separate yourself with the anger. Don't merge into it. When you merge into it, you will act by it. It will control you. So be careful. You can be angry, that's normal. Buddha angry. Jesus angry. God angry. Cosmic power is angry. I am angry. Everybody. The more sophisticated you are, the more enlightened, the more you will see you are more capable of everything, of anything. If the Buddha had to commit the crime, he will be the most intelligent killer. If Jesus, he want to kill people, he is the most sophisticated killer in the world. You won't be able to catch him. Because he sitting doing clearer with the viewpoint. But what the point? We never do that. He never do that. The third thing. We respect life, we love you, compassion so much. But doesn't mean you make us angry. A lot of things we expect you to behave, and you don't behave in a way. It makes us angry. But we see the anger through and through. And then we let it go. We don't take it as root in ourselves. So either we will help you to remove the ignorance because you did not meet our expectation in your practices. And it means that you are acting wrongly. So if we don't correct you, you're wrong, your fault, we will let you live with it, with karma determine you. And it's gone. We don't take it. But it arises, yes. It will. But we see right away, every time we see anger. Sometimes it's very subtle. A little thing, irritate, it can be anger. Very subtle level. And then we see we irritate, and then we let it go. We find a way to solve it, right? So why like that, like this? Or we find the cause of it. And then we let it go. So, no matter, because human, living being, especially intelligent living being, we are capable of feeling anger. So once you angry, you have to acknowledge, see it, and then find the cause of it. Do not say, I am angry. Say, I see the anger in myself. I see the anger from the mind. Immediately, separate yourself from it. Don't merge into it. Once you merge into it, you will become the anger. See? And then fear. You see? The fear comes because we fear something happened to us. The fear, it happened. The fear sometimes is very subtle, even more than the anger. The anger, when it starts, some people don't feel anger, but people feel fear. Some submissive people, they feel fear more than anger. But actually, they are angry. But they don't dare to show up. And then it transforms to fear. They fear it, they fear that. But when you feel fear, you have to also recognize, I saw the fear. I saw the fear inside me. I saw the fear in my mind. There's something. You see the fear jumping in your heart. What happened? You just see that you disdain from it by seeing it through and through. And then you see everything is so clearer. And it doesn't take root. And then you will look for the problem. And remember one thing, everything is impermanent. So, no matter there are always solutions. Because sometimes you attack to something So that's why you should fear to lose, and then the more attached to that, the more suffer you will be. There's nothing to fear. Just see that. I have told you, the last thing you lose is just your life, right? Yeah. What can people do more than your life? After you did, you don't care if they eat you. Right? But people don't do that. In cultivation or spiritual cultivation, we don't create karma, but we inherit. And then we just accept karma coming, and then we just paying it, we solve it, and we learn from it. So our life is easier. We even teach other people. Many times you with me. You know that how from karma, from oppression, we turn back to them and we teach them a lesson. And we learn, we see through. Because we see things better than they see. So it comes to us, the fear. We're ready for everything. Once you're ready for everything, suddenly the fear subsides. You see that, oh, I fear that. And what happened? You see, why you fear that? You fear to lose? Things like that. And the last thing, you know that you accept for it. You're ready for it. And then we subside, we just go your life. You see? But the sadness, after anger and fear subside, sadness may come at the later. Sometimes sadness doesn't come quickly. Like anger quicker, fear quicker. The fear comes is the fastest in our human emotion. It's faster than the happiness. Fear, anger, they come very fast, very quickly. And then, what is subside? Sometimes anger will follow. For example, in relationship, you disagree with your partner, you disagree with your husband, you disagree with your wife, you disagree with your friends, something. And then you start to angry, right? Because your friend cheat you, borrow money from you, did not honor the promises. Your lover, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your mom, your parent did not honor the promises. You start to get angry. Other people try to attack you, you get angry. Sometimes you get fear because you see a guy try to attack you, they are bigger than you. You can't defend, and then you fear. The fear mechanism will be starting by running away or things like that. You will defend. But after that, you see, for example, like back to the relationship, because one of your partner cheats on you, or things like that, and then you get angry. You have to fight, and everything for a while, anger, fear subside. You become, and then sadness will come. Sadness didn't come that time. That's anger. But sadness come after. And then you feel distressed. Right? You feel depressed, stressful. You feel sad. You feel everything. The world around you collapse. You feel everything around you, there's nothing worthless. Some people with a broken heart, they even kill themselves. Some people losing too much and they commit suicide. You see? With the loss of the loved family, and they become very sad. Right? You see? It's a normal to feel sad. Feeling sad actually is a beautiful feeling, just like anger, fear. Beautiful. One day if you Move with the flow, you will see. When a song that you have passed in the past, when you get broken heart, suddenly it come back, and you all feel the whole feeling of sad, how the feeling that and how you must beautiful. You see, it's sad because normally you don't feel it. It's beautiful, but don't merge into it. Once you merge into it, it will destroy you. You have to be very careful. But now at this level, you must recognize yourself. Don't say I am sad. Once you say I am sad, you really become a part of it. You are sad. So you have to say, I see. I see you sad, baby. Treat it like a baby. Don't treat it like an enemy. Treat it like a brother, sister, a lover. I see my baby crying. I see my baby sad. I see you. And then you will go away. You see? You see yourself anger. You see the anger of the baby. You see the anger. You see the fear of the baby. I say, oh my baby, you fear. I'm here with you, baby. Be ready for the consequence. Be ready for the result. When you feel it, look into it. What happened? The last thing you have to remember, the last thing you have is your life. There's nothing more important than your life. Remember, you're born into this world. Look at that. You ask nobody permission. Right? And then, well, you have to destroy your life. Because something. You go into this world, you're supposed to go through everything. Learn from it. And now, don't merge to it. As a wise person. See it through. Enjoy it. Comfort the baby. Learn from the baby. Why the baby cry? The baby cry probably because he's angry. Because he's hungry. Right? Because he's cold. Or he's hot. Or he missed something. Like missing sadness. You miss somebody. It's beautiful. And then just recognize it. The important thing is to recognize it. Because sadness can take root very deep in you. See? Sadness. Don't let it progress into hatred and disgust. When you let it take root deeper into from anger into hatred and disgust, it will destroy you completely. Change your personality. So take everything recognize it, accept it, and use your wisdom, compassion, and see it through. Why they act like that? Accept it. Think of the past is the past. Sometimes we see things in the past. It come up. And you see, and you continue to live with the past. Living in the past, if you see it beauty, it's different. For a while, for a moment, and then it's dissolved. But you're living in the past at the present and continue to develop hatred, self-anger. You are dead meat. You are live with their instinct, worse than an animal. Animal don't do that. Human do that. So you are destroying yourself. Don't do that. Recognize it. Find the result. You see, every time like that, everything had the way to solve it. Properly, you have to accept why it's come. What the karma you did to deserve it. And you see, if you cheat people, you stole people things, right? And then you know that you deserve it, the punishment. So by sometimes people will hijack, you know. Not everybody can control their mind. And then just in case if it will happen, now look at it. Fix with the consequence. And the fear will subside. Even you already commit something wrong. Confess. See it. And it subside. You have your life to pay for it. Willing to accept the result. Then you live better. But the first thing, don't let it go into that level. See the anger. See the fear. See the sins. And then find the result. Solution to it. And then you will be fine. You move on. In the cultivated world, spiritual world. So with the people who didn't know, involved with a lot of things like that, in family, for example, even now, if you are still living in a family, a lot of things happen, you don't know. And then, when something comes said, see it, and look into it. Sometimes we have to accept the karma. But at least we see the anger. And we see that the sadness in us because of compassion and love. So we see it through, and then we will go it over faster, better. Accept. Everybody live their own life. So we help, we do our best, that's it. And then if everything appear on it, we see it too. If we can help, we help. Up to our limit, that's fine. We don't have to go out over our limit. But it's important to recognize the emotion in us. The emotion is not tomorrow, it's now. The emotion is already at the moment. So leave it with the moment and see it through. It's already the past, let it go. Say, oh, the past like that. You will never repeat that level, that time. You never come back that time. So let it go, right? When you see it, because now you see it, so it doesn't take root already. So how can you have the past? And even sometimes it still have some little remain there. You still see it in the past. Oh, I see the past of anger. And then it's gone because it's past. See? Even feel everything. It's normal, the feeling. But be careful because anger, fear, disgust, hatred, it takes very deep root in ourselves if you allow it. And it will stay there a long time and difficult to remove. It's not like happiness. Happiness doesn't take root. Come and go, come and go. Happiness just like flower. After blossom, it will die up. But even faster. But I think in the root, anger is the root level. As you see that I have told you about the emotion before, anger, fear. It's a defense mechanism. It's very important to have it. Right? Without fear, without anger, we won't survive now today. So, you see that all the feeling, that thing is normal. Do not disgust yourself that feeling. Or do not merge into those feelings. See it through. It's our capability. We must be able to control it. See it through. Deal with it. Fix with it. Accept that we are angry. We accept that inside us, the anger is coming up. See it through. Sit down. Calm down and see it. Don't say, I am angry. Sometimes you say you are angry. I am angry. It makes you more angry. Don't say that. Say, I see my baby inside angry. You did that wrong. I see the anger in raising myself. Disdain from it. And then you will be able to control it. So happiness, can you merge into the happiness? Yes. But if you merge in the happiness, you will be attached to it. Even you see your happiness, suddenly happiness also, you see it, the beauty. You can enjoy that moment, but you won't be attached to it. You see? That also the concept of merging yourself to the happiness. Especially when you are not able to merge in your flow yet. You see clearly everything, yes. And then, with merging yourself to the happiness too much, you will be dependent on it. You'll be addicted to it. You see? So be careful. So, any emotion?
Yes. So which emotion should we let take root, and which emotion should we not let take root, or we should not let no emotion take root at all?
As I said, happiness doesn't take root in yourself.
Yeah.
So you can't let it take root in yourself. It will be gone by itself. So only negative emotion like anger, hatred, sadness, you should never take root at the beginning already. Why do you want to take root, become hatred and grow bigger? For what? It destroy you. So don't let the emotion take root in yourself, but use it as experience. From experiencing it, stand from it, learn from it, and regain your own control. Build your own wisdom.
What about love? What kind of emotion? Is that a good emotion or a bad emotion? Like love. Deep, deep love.
Love is very good. Let the love take deep root in self. But I told you, what kind of love you are talking about? Love is very different. Love of possession is different than love of compassion. Love of the good of other people. I love to see you progress. And it's somewhere there. Love is somewhere good. But love, because I love you, I don't want you to go to see anybody. You are mine. Don't do that. Don't see. Love of possession will bring destruction also for both of you. You see? That ignorant. But love of Christ, of course, in relationship, normal parent love children, because it's normal of love that we don't love our parents. We would never take care of them. We don't care them. You see, animal, they don't have love for their parents, right? Mostly, not all animals. Some animals they have love for their parents. Like elephant, they have love for their parents. But some, more like dogs, you see, they don't have love for their parents. But the parents have love. Not the parent itself either. Mostly the female have love for their baby. Some animals, like birds, they live a couple. They have love for their baby. But sometimes the baby grow up, the baby go away. They don't even remember their parents. You see? For example, some animals, like turtle, They remember where they were born. When they were born, and they come back exactly to the same place, and they born, they give birth again, and they go away. So actually, the baby doesn't have love for their parents, right? But they still have some connection of their parents. Come back there, you see, that kind of different love. So with love, love is good. Love, don't wait. Can let it take root. It's okay, but you have to be careful. If you love or possession, it can be very suffer.
So is it correct to say that when someone is merged with the foe or is enlightened, they can see the root, like seeing it much deeper than someone who's ignorant of their emotion? They can see it with much more clarity and much deeper, at a deeper level than someone who is not enlightened.
Absolutely, yes. So that's what they say, enlightened. Enlightened for what? Enlightened, it means you see things. You think through, like the crystal.
Yeah.
You see people. You see people acting. Why they acting? What did happen? You see the karma in it. That action. You see the interdependent. Right? You see everything in that. But we talk about compassion and love. With understanding. If you understand, and then you can love better. Sometimes because you without understand, so that's why you love. And then that love with that understanding. The love with that understanding, even the love don't know. The love don't know is they ignore it. And if then you will be suffer because you merge in it. You happy by it.
With your own ignorance, whatever.
There are time moment like that. And then it doesn't come, and then you will be suffer.
You talked briefly, Master, about being ready for everything. What do you mean, like, what does it mean to be ready for everything?
Ready for everything. When you do something, you will be ready for the result.
Oh, okay. Whatever it may be.
Yeah, you know that the worst thing you will face, that will be like that. And you're ready for that. You accept it. Okay. It doesn't mean when you accept it and then you will just let yourself to be like that.
Okay.
You have to stand up for everything. And then, but the worst thing you expect that if everything failed, it would be like that. You already know it, the result. And then nothing. It'll be better. But if you fight for something, you don't know the result. And then you will be suffer.
So is emotion the best vehicle for us to grow wiser? Is the emotion being able to experience all types of emotion throughout our lives and we recognize them? Is that a good way to grow wiser? Or is it through our intelligence? Because emotion and you said there's emotional intelligence as well. So is being able to recognize our emotion.
Yes, you have to go, because even with intelligence doesn't mean that you will experience things. You hear people say things, knowing things and experience things is different. And then with intelligence, you use it, you combine it with experience, with knowledge and things, and you experience, and then you create your own wisdom. Mm-hmm. So that we are talking all the thing about using your intelligence. And then going through everything, and then you understand it. And once you understand it, you can share it with feeling with other people too. Yeah, for example, but a lot of time I told you, sometimes, for example, love of parents to children. If you don't have a children, it's difficult to say how you love. And then a lot of things parents do for their children. And you say, oh, why did parents do stupid things? No, because you never have a child. Right? You never attack to the child, you never. But then now if you have it experienced, and then you will see it. Oh, I understand it. And now you try, and you see that person, you will share the feeling, the suffer, the pain of that person. And now you comfort them with the way, oh, like that. You share with them, but you don't blame them. Because you see them, you see, oh, I understand that feeling. For example, like the feeling of love and then suicidal. If you're not ever fall in love, You avoid it. You know they suffer. Yes. You avoid all the time. And then you see people commit suicide because broken heart. And then you will assume they are stupid. They lose their life. Yes, they do. That action. Because you don't have enough compassion. You see? That because you don't have understanding. So you must know that. You say, no, I feel the pain of the parent who lost child. I feel the pain of the person who killed themselves. I feel so sad. But doesn't mean that we become part of it. Now you have the wisdom. You can share that feeling. You can look more friendly. You know, your eye, your look, your view is not judgment. You see, like a few days ago when you judge about the alien things, because you don't believe in the alien, so that's why you say it's fake. Because you don't believe in ghosts, you don't never experience ghosts, so that's why you say, oh, it's set up, and you lose everything. You shut yourself down, right? And then you blame other people, and then what you learn? You gain your ignorance. That's it. You gain your ego. You higher. Because you think you will never do that. How you know you will never do that? And when you fall into that, you will be worse than that. You see? And now you're going there, and then when you understand it, even when you love, you know that. But with our wisdom, we know that we are experiencing. We must ourselves do that. That's a different level in here. Well, you must just say in love. And you really love, but you live all your heart, your mind. But you know that if that level that much. And that's it. And it's difficult because once you will become very attached to it. And now you understand the attachment. You know, it's difficult. The point is difficult to remove yourself. So that's why in Buddhism they encourage you to stay away or discourage you to involve with that.
Because you're not advanced enough to.
Yeah, because once you do that, and then you cannot. Even Christianity also they discourage logic, right? To have family, right? Because probably it will interfere with the duty working for the community. But for the Buddhism, because you are practicing yourself, you involved with that. It will interfere into your practices. And then you can't practice because you don't have time for it. And you're busy with your family, and you attack, and then you will have to quit. Because the rule that, if once you have that, so they make the rule you cannot involve with that. But in the reality, spiritual, you come be a part of perfection, you have to understand with that. And probably you need time. You need a few lives to fulfill that. You need to be one life to become Christian. So now if you become Christian, if you are not ready, you just become a Christian. If you are a Buddhist monk and you are not ready for that, you want to practice your body, you conquer your mind, yourself, be a Buddhist monk, perfect Buddhist monk. Next life, go pastor. Maybe you won't see me next life. But I hope there will be a system set up to people who will continue with that. So be whatever you are, you're Muslim, you are Hindu, whatever. If you are not ready, just go with that. Be yourself, be that path. That's it.
Yeah. And one of the last questions, can we experience a lot of emotion at the same time? And so you say you recognize the anger, but what if you're feeling anger, sadness, fear, happiness, or love at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
It gets really confusing, actually.
It's not confusing, because when you see it, everything you see, when you're able to see it, and then you are not confused.
Yeah.
Because you see your anger, your sadness inside. At the same time, yes, you feel it. Sometimes because that thing he make me angry and then it make me sad. You feel the anger, but you understand it's been permanent. It's your lesson to learn. In life have to be goal. And also you have to be wise to see that should not. It's enough. Don't come back. It's already past. It's the past. Let it go. Right? It's a lesson. Sometimes you cannot forgive. That's the worst thing. And it keep you. But what you see? Because that person helped you to learn. Why don't you think in positive way? Don't see in negative. Because that person, it's the really nature of physical mind and body. will blame, will be angry, because fight for the thing. But the spiritual mind is different thing. You see, because those things you learn. Now you understand what love. You understand what is broken. Right? You understand what the feeling of being cheated. So you don't cheat other people. You see? So that I told you don't cheat because I understand you want everything, single thing. I see everything very clear. Whatever you do little thing, I know already. You try to cover up, you can't. I just don't tell you. But sometimes I have to tell you because I can't stand more of that. You think you can cover up. Cover up. You can hide me. But the more I let you go on, and then I see it repeat. But for yourself, you see that the spiritual practice. You see that person, don't judge. Don't give the judge to others because they cheat you. I told you before, because probably it's karma. Remember the story about money I told you before? Even people cheat you, because we have no way to regain it. But something, if you can stand up with it, you stand up, but you know the last thing that result will be like that, You learn the lesson.
That's all my question.
Yes, so hopefully, from now on, you will see your thing true.
Yeah.
And be honest. You can cheat other people, but cheating yourself will make you worse. You see? You can go, why? What's your ego? So that's why you cheat. This one. And then you progress nothing. You continue because sometimes one lie needs another lie to cover up it. And then you build up a habit of telling a lie. Cheating the same thing. You cheat little thing and then you cheat bigger thing. Some people allow you to cheat. They know they don't care. But some people cause you're in serious trouble. Some people very mean. They don't let go. And you are serious. So don't do it. Behave. You see? So, but every time, fake with it. So practice, especially to practice, confess. So you see that in Christianity, I like that system very much. This allow people to confess. In Buddhism, there is no such system. When you like, and then sometimes there's nobody to talk to. But they teach you that is the result. Right? If you cheat. But in Christianity, they told you to confess. But they don't teach you that because after confess, you still have the karma. They think after you confess, you talk to the clergy, and then you got the holy water to clean it, and then you finish. No, it's not finished. But at least it allows you to see your thing. So that is the missing in the Christianity. Confess, see it, and accept for the consequence. You see? Be honest. Be honest. That's the most important thing. You lying because you shame. You're afraid other people know it. Right? You shy, you are ashamed. So why not you ashamed with yourself? Shy with yourself first. And then you don't do it. Be honest with yourself. Okay. So hopefully you will learn and live a happy life. Okay? See it through and through. Don't let your anger go overboard. Control it. Nothing bad. Anger, fear, hatred, something. It's all the mechanism of defense. It's normal. We must have it. But do not let it control us. That's the important thing. Yeah. And see it through and through.